Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and let's talk in this video about how to control our ego before it gets away from us, and how important it is to control our ego and to know our weaknesses while we talk about the story of J.Lo and Bennifer and their divorce. So Jennifer Lopez, super successful woman, one of the best singers, actresses in America, one of the most famous people in the world. But it's been no secret that she's had relationship issues. But instead of facing her relationship issues and treading lightly in relationships, she got separated from her boyfriend, the baseball guy, I forget his name, and then she jumped back with Ben Affleck and had this fairy tale, quote unquote, dating and engagement and marriage, all to just get divorced pretty much right away after, I think, 2 years. So what does it mean for us in our lives for controlling our ego, for being humble and making the right decisions to build our dream life and not have chaos like this in our life in any area? So this is all, by the way, just speculation, and for education, it's nothing to do with J.Lo's real life, Ben Affleck's real life. This is just based on the stories in the news, which may or may not be true, just to educate ourselves about building our own dream life and to use it to reflect as basically a prompt to reflect on our own lives and what we can improve and how we can build our own lives. So basically, it's just to say that we all are going to have weaknesses in some area of our life. Whether you have weaknesses in your health, your spirituality, your relationships, your mental health, your finances, we all have strengths and weaknesses. Some people are good at literally everything until their lives comes crashing down and they realize that they weren't good about managing their mental health. They weren't checking in with what they really feel and giving themselves time to really rest. And some people, they think they're going along well in their career, and then all of a sudden they lose everything on the stock market or something like that. They lose their job and have real career issues. So we all have real issues. I think Jennifer was single, hadn't had a successful marriage her whole life, hadn't really found that true lasting love, and had gotten divorced from the dad of her kids. And I think there were enough signs to say to her, tread lightly, this is an area you need to work on. When we're working on something, we're working on our spirituality, we're working on our relationships, we're going slowly. We need to get a coach, a therapist, supporters for that area. We need to try things, try it, see if it works, step back, try something else, step back, try that again. Instead, J.Lo jumped into this relationship. It was all over the news. They were always together and she was ready to get married. That humility might make you get results slower, but it's definitely going to prevent you from having this chaos in your life. And so we can't have a perfect life, be born, have a perfect life, be good at everything. But we can figure out our strengths and weaknesses, look at our mistakes, learn from our mistakes, and then tread lightly in the areas where we have made mistakes in the past, where we realize we need help. We can get that help. And I think she also had publicized way too many things. I could have had help to tell her, slow down, be careful what you share with the media about this new relationship with Ben Affleck. And she could have had therapists helping her. I don't know what she really had or didn't have, but we can help mitigate the risk of chaos happening again by having safeguards, basically. And it's a sign that our life is completely out of control when we are having aftercare relationship, just going in a loop, never changing, never improving. And so it's not to say I'm not like J.Lo. I'm in fact very much like this. I've made many mistakes like this, having the same issues over and over again. I think most of us are, really. That is the human experience, to make the same mistakes over and over again, feel like we're going insane, only to then finally figure out a changing point, how to change. So it's just to say we're trying to be aware of when we can make that change, to get help, go slower, realize who we are and who we're not, and what areas we want to grow in, all to build our dream career, love life, finances, spirituality, health, all of it. It has to come by, one, being ourselves, knowing who we are, and enjoying how we're strong in certain areas, and then to get help and be humble in the other areas where we're not as strong. that is how we're going to have a more smooth life. We can just take our stress and calm it down, knowing that we're getting the help we need. We're learning the things we need to learn. And so we're going to get there smoother, although it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride to get to that healthy love life, that healthy career, that healthy spirituality, losing weight, getting more muscle, whatever it is, overcoming an eating disorder, overcoming codependency. But we don't have to go like this on our way to overcoming codependency, going through crazy relationships, going through toxic. We need to just calm down, stay away from toxic people, maybe have less friends for a while if you're healing codependency. If you're dealing with this propensity to get married too quickly, like J-Lo, she could have dated for a few years before getting married and just treaded lightly, taking things very slow, step by step. So we have to just get more creative and think about the ways that we can slow things down and mitigate this chaos. Instead of this much chaos, we can have just this much chaos on our way to losing weight, on our way to whatever it is to build our dream life. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching.